like a boss.
Alright ladies, this is Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0, and today we're going to be talking about how to read men like a book. These are going to be 9 different ways and different tactics with examples of how to read men and how to understand them. Because let me tell you this, the most important skill that we need to hone in on is the understanding of our environment. If we don't understand our environment, we can't really go about our environment and surviving it. Understanding the environment is crucial for survival, because back in the days it could have been a berry that would have poisoned you. Now it's people who are hiding their intentions, hiding their true selves under the masquerade of friendliness, you see. So in this video, I'm going to show you very practical and sneaky ways on how to read guys and how to bring the truth out of them, okay? So let's get started. But before we get started, on my way here, I got recognized, right? And give me a minute, right? So I was walking down, I just finished having a good bagel and shit. And this lady approached me, and I was actually reading this book. I was actually reading my book. Coincidence, I never read when I'm walking. And she approached me. She was like, wait a minute, are you No, she approached me, and I noticed that she was gonna say something. And mind you, the past month I've been disappointed, because every time somebody approached me that looked like they wanted to recognize me, they usually ask for directions. It usually was where's Starbucks or something like that. So I was like, oh goddamn, another disappointment. And I was like, she was like, excuse me. She was like, yeah. And she was like, are you Alex from YouTube? And I was like, thank God. I was like, yes, I am. She said she said everything, but I don't know. She wasn't as excited as I wanted it to be. She was happy. She was like, oh my God, it's you in real life. And I was like, yeah, but I expected, like, I don't know, like a hot for joy, like, I don't know, like fainting because she's so happy to see me. A picture, I don't know, maybe a picture could have, I don't know, I could have given a picture if she would have asked. I don't know, the 2 times the people recognized me, I just didn't see the excitement, man. The first girl, she was like, hey, is that you, Alex from YouTube? And I was like, yeah, it's me. She was like, oh, hi. She just left, and I was like, fuck you. No, I'm kidding around, I'm messing around. But it was cool though, somebody recognized me, right? And you know who you are, yeah, hi. You just called me on my way to make a video, so let's get started, right? So, okay, sorry, let me take that out. So, knowing where their intentions are and their strengths and weaknesses is understanding how to read guys, is knowing where the guy's strengths are, where he derives his strength, where he gets weaknesses, right? And understanding that allows you to maneuver and understand them more. And that allows you to set realistic expectations, you see? And you can also utilize it as a key joint to weaken him, till you like him. So if you don't develop the skill set, you will always be a slave to your past. Always. Your mind will continually distort your perceptions of events so that they keep recreating themselves in your life. Because not understanding how to read guys will cause you to be a victim of circumstance. And what's going to happen is that the pain of being a victim of circumstance is going to be so great that when you go into the next relationship, that's going to begin to distort your perception of the guys. You're going to have a predisposed belief about them. It may or may not be true, but it's based on your experience. The problem, though, is that you can't really read them because it's being tainted by emotions. So anything that you read, even though it may be valid, it will always be biased, and the other person will always understand that you come from a biased perspective. So any signal you get from them you will never really see through it because you have a biased perspective. All right. So that's why it's important to understand this, because if you don't know your enemy, if you don't understand the other person, if you don't understand where they're coming from, you never can really relate to them. You never can really know them. And you will always be taken for granted, because you will always think that perception is what reality is, the fronts that people put. And that's actually the total opposite. You gotta understand is that when you see a smile, when someone's in front of you, people forget this about human beings, that just because somebody's smiling doesn't mean nothing's going on, doesn't mean that they don't like you. For example, it's kind of like when you watch people. If you watch people in the streets, right, you notice that most of the time they're quiet. Like, if you notice people, usually they're just quiet, usually just going about their days without even talking. Language was just developed for communicating with other human beings and for survival. Survival, that's what it was, like language. Language is only for communication with other human beings. That's what that is. When people are alone, they don't talk that much. You see? So that's the same thing. That's what we are here for. You see? But the problem though, I got sidetracked a little bit. All right. So, anyways, so the cause of the issue that a lot of women have though is that they don't know how to read guys, but also they think they know how to read guys, but they really don't, because their books on men is all based on their personal experience. It's all based on their pain and their pleasure, and it dilutes a lot of information that's important, and it causes you to even disregard a lot of obvious red flags, a lot of obvious good qualities in guys, all because you're looking for certain things because you're still holding on to the pain. You're allowing your pain to see through you, to live through you, to breathe through you. All right. So this is how in this video I'm just giving you an understanding of why it's difficult to read men, because men are not that complicated. The signs are obvious. Their writing is always on the wall. But the problem is that oh little doggy. The problem is that our emotion doesn't allow us to face it. All right. So once you realize that, remember that guys, like I said, are not hard to read. Emotions make things more complicated than they should be. Realize that men are always showing unconscious signals that reveal their intentions. And if you're still if you're still wrapped up in your own fantasy, in your own world, you will never be able to fully read those signs accurately. All right. So I'm gonna show you how to read them and how to bring them out. So how do you do it? The first thing is you gotta empty your mind and remove bias. You have to empty your mind, because if you don't do that, it's gonna be extremely difficult to do that. Extremely difficult to understand his intentions. A lot of the time, sometimes you just need an outside perspective, for the most part. And most people can easily read the writings for you. The writings are the wall for most people. The issue is that when we like someone, we're not able to see that. And our own biases and confirmation bias will cause us to disregard some obvious facts, like I said earlier. So the first thing is deal with your own perceptions before you read the other person. Deal with the lenses of your camera before you look for the landscape. That's a perfect quote, by the way. So that's the first thing. So once you understand that, and again, the way that you overcome that is through actual practicing mindfulness. That's a perfect way to do that. You practice mindfulness. You notice the breath. You notice the emotions that produces the thoughts of suspicion or any bias. Notice where bias arises. Notice any moments where you have strong conviction. Like when you say, I know I'm right. Notice the emotion that arises from that. And always try to question yourself by saying, maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter under what scenario. And it doesn't matter how truly you believe it. Always get in the habit of asking yourself, maybe I'm wrong. Just to be open-minded enough to look for other facts that are in front of you, but that you're not focusing on because you're looking for a certain answer. Okay? So that's the first thing. And again, a lot of times it's not even about being able to read guys. It's just about being able to look over your biases. And pretty much once you're able to do that through practicing mindfulness, you'll be able to easily overcome that. But outside of that, we got more other ways, more principles. The second thing is don't be too pushy. Okay? Don't inquire too much. Don't ask too many questions. Don't set high expectations. Have a friendly front and act like you're easily fooled. Which in this is what we call selective. What, an Amish woman running? Okay, nothing wrong with that. This is called selective weakness, where you bring out that you used to bring out their true intentions. So you use it to make them feel comfortable, to lull them into a pattern, like in a hypnotic pattern of your consistent behavior, by showing that you're not too aware, by showing that you don't ask too many questions, by showing that you can easily be fooled, by showing that you're easily laid back, and guess what? You will always smile for them. That will allow them to slip up. That will allow them to get a little bit comfortable. Because if you're too pushy, if you're setting high expectations, like saying if you cheat on me, I will get you, or asking for like the relationship initially, it will make them guarded. And they will know where your angle is, and as a result, they can use that to change also their own behavior and their own perception. So what you have to do is keep your expectations low, and act like you're not aware, but still remain aware though. Just don't say nothing. All right, ladies. So finally, I have released my second course for women, which is natural chemistry. This course is a 5-week course. 5-week course where every week you're gonna get a new set of videos based on specific issues. This course is all about how to create and maintain the attraction in any man. This will help you create love. This will help you deepen the love with your man. This is not about manipulation. This is not about playing games. This is genuine, natural chemistry. No more short-term partners, no more being fooled. Why? Because I will reveal to you not only how to create attraction in the first week, but also how to understand male nature, how to understand their tricks, how to prevent from being too attached, signs that he's the wrong guy, signs that he's a narcissist, signs that he's a mama's boy, signs that he's an emotionally available guy, emotionally unavailable guy. We go over everything. We go over this third week, setting boundaries. We go over the third week, controlling your emotions, right? Setting boundaries, fourth week, fifth week, embracing your masculine and the feminine, right? And on top of that, I have over 10 different bonuses, 10 different bonuses. My Lord have mercy, right? With a money back guarantee. The bonus are one, the natural chemistry, over 10 hours of content, right? The breakup formula, how to deal with a breakup, right? The connecting with your man, right? Establishing a life of abundance, social mastery, understanding your dark side, the goal setting seminar, which is about how to set and achieve goals, practical mastery that will teach you how to master anything, the laws of human nature. I have a book club for the laws of human nature with over 4 hours of content, right? The transformational seminar in a pocket, which is my mindfulness seminar, and the Chase audiobook. This originally is $1,800, but you get it starting at $97, ladies and gentlemen, right? $97. We have different packages, but all of this starts at $97. And you know what? You can check it out for free if you want. Yeah, for all the freeloaders, I have free videos just for you. Free videos, all right? So you could just check it out for free and then you could get out. Nothing wrong with that, all right? So, and on top of that, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. That's right. No questions asked. I don't mind. I just want you guys to check it out because I know when you take one look, you're going to want to buy it. I can promise you. Just like my other course, the psychological game of attraction, it was a hit. You're going to love this one. This one is not about manipulation. This is genuine natural chemistry. Order it now, all right? I'll see you guys inside. Peace out.